How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we're diving back into Dexter Season 6, Episode number 9. Last time, Travis lost every reason for any holding back as far as working with Dexter. Unfortunately, his sister passed away, which is something that I was predicting ever since Travis and Gellar split paths. It's just sad to see it actually happen, and we have some potential complications and potential routes that we could go here. To summarize, we're dealing with a similar situation to what we dealt with Trinity, except now Deb is in the situation, which might lead to some interplay there. I'm predicting that maybe Dexter will have Travis turn himself in so that they can work with the department, at the same time work together, so that he's not dealing with Deb trying to hound Travis while he's trying to work with him to catch Gellar. So we'll see how that goes. Let's roll it. Wonder what that could mean.
I've had my dark passenger for so long that I can't really recall life without it. But for Travis, his dark passenger is a more recent acquisition. So I'm going to help separate.
It's gotta be something you have, or at least the proclivity.
The next tableau, where will Gellar stage it?
I don't know.
Then who will Gellar's next victim be?
I don't know.
Who Lot? Is that from the Bible?
I don't know.
Lot? I know that's a name from the Bible.
Find you a place to stay, where Gellar can't find you.
Police custody. I might be mistaking this angle, but I think it would just be way more useful for Travis to turn himself in. Although, you know, he will have to face the consequences.
There's nothing you can do right now. Not to mention you're wanted for multiple murders. You can't help me if you're in jail.
Well, I don't know. Like, Travis, how can he help him in general?
And try to think of anything that might help me figure out where Gellar is.
It doesn't seem very useful right now.
Lot, the second law of thermodynamics.
Oh.
Tendency for order to become disorder or chaos.
Like causing mass panic. I think they succeeded in doing that with most of these tableaus.
Tales claims to demolish every argument offered for a God-centered universe.
If he's always been this way, why would you suddenly expect him to change?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like
know.
she's...
Would you expect a chair to suddenly become a table?
It's just because, like, she has that expectation because she's ready for him to change, you know?
Where do you think this comes from? This feeling of being alone?
I don't know.
She has had a rough history.
My mom died when I was a teenager. Would have helped if my dad had paid me any attention. That's probably why I fell in love with someone twice my age. I was probably looking for someone safer after being engaged to this really great guy that also turned out to be a serial killer.
Like I'm saying, like, she has a rough past. She's damaged, and this is exactly where she needs to be.
Listen, I'm sorry about last night.
Your chair.
What?
Gellar updated his blog. I could take a stab at tracking down the blog's internet protocol address.
IP.
Do it, Lewis. I don't want to know how you do it, but do it.
Might be using a VPN. This video is sponsored. No sponsorships.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's happening a lot. Get dressed.
Sergeant Batista. Sergeant behavior right there.
Maybe my gum fell out in the back seat.
That address is halfway across town. We just lost the whole morning because of your dumbass.
Quinn does not need to be a cop. This is a job that you don't slack on.
Your daughter's death was an accidental overdose.
And the paramedic said,
I will run it upstairs. I'll see what I can do.
thank you. I want to prove Sergeant Batista wrong. I can do this.
What's his problem with you? Stop with the fingers. I understand the whole cowardly geek response.
I'm not a geek.
I'm sorry, I had to pause for a second. Back to it. He's not a geek.
When it comes to matters of the heart, always follow your dick.
Am I ever going to win over Batista?
You don't. She's gonna take care of Batista for you.
I mean, he's kind of right there. I don't know if the complete set of advice was viable, but yeah, definitely. She's her own person. Batista's not going to kill him. He can prove himself over time.
Did you find Gellar? No, but he updated his blog.
Where did Travis get a laptop from?
All those following false prophets are doomed. It's a message for me.
The verse that I said before. But also brings to mind, by their fruit, you will know them.
All right, boys and girls, time for snack.
Oh, is that the Transformer kid?
This your penance too? Catering for the toddler horde.
he's a parent.
Here for my son. That one's mine.
That was a weird interaction.
It's a little awkward, but I think I left something in your car.
You're looking for my mom.
It's like that's gotta run in the family, right? I mean, she might be
Okay.
So,
Hey,
you two met at a club?
everybody needs love.
No, we met across the street at the Waffle House. I worked the late shift, and this one was all hands.
I'd love to hear more. You may have left some things in your car.
Quinn.
Wasn't as innocent, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God, we took pictures.
That's wild, man. Quinn. He's really down bad.
When are you gonna grow up?
Like you're one to talk.
Come again?
Leave him alone or I'll call the police.
He is the police. Both of them are. But come on.
The idea of evolution, life arising from chaos, contradicts the second law.
What's the point of having the mic if he's not going to use it?
God.
There you go.
He's kind of a self-important asshole, but I like him. In case Gellar decides to show up, I'll be here as well.
I think Gellar's planning something to do with, like, multiple people, though.
I believe you're in danger.
God.
Didn't, like, flash the laminate or anything? But I guess that would be too involved. He might have to make the snatch himself just to save this guy.
Equals 2 exits, finally. Some use for Travis.
Nice place. Thank Gellar. He found it.
Thank Gellar. Nice. He's been personifying himself as God throughout this, so I think I may be totally off, but I think that that's kind of a nod to, like, thank God.
What is Gellar like?
First year of college took me under his wing. Made me feel like I was part of something important.
Groomed.
You ever wanted to wipe everything clean and start your whole life all over again?
Once Gellar's gone, you can start again.
There's Gellar.
Wonder if he's planning this. Just walking in the open like that.
Stay here. He knows I'm here.
How did he do that? Did he, like, shut off the power or something? Emergency stop? At least he's not that far up. Couple of stories, though. Obligatory. I don't know how many times I've seen an elevator scene like this. We got some Mission Impossible, Star Wars. It's about time we got one in Dexter. Oh, Travis. There he is.
Sorry.
Good thing you didn't stay down there.
I can't believe we lost him. And Casey, he's gonna kill him.
Can't either. Like, how fast does Gellar move?
Send a message to him. Tell him you've changed your mind and you need to see him.
Travis posted as the prodigal son, asking if it's okay for him to make his way back home.
DDK struck again at Miami South Campus.
This is Professor Trent Casey. He's an evolutionary biologist and a noted atheist.
Doesn't look like much of a tableau.
No, don't. Gellar hasn't seen Wrath until he's seen mine.
I don't know. I think Gellar, he knows he's going to die because that's part of their prophecy. You know, the 2 prophets are supposed to die. So I think he's counting on it. But that's crazy. Empty inside.
Just like me.
Wow.
Please don't misunderstand me. I am very sensitive to the trauma and the tragedy that you've experienced. But as far as your failed relationships are concerned, we are responsible for the partners we choose.
Bullshit.
No, that's accurate.
You can pick up the pieces by breaking your patterns.
She already has,
Debra, it's gonna
in a
be
way,
hard.
this season.
But
I mean,
you
this
can
is
make yourself
a
whole
prime
again.
example of breaking the pattern. You know, not getting back with Quinn, another prime example. She's making progress, and I'm liking the direction that she's going.
Well, I was actually coming down to talk to you about your request to open the Dead Call Girls case.
Fire me. Otherwise, I am reopening the case.
I'm pretty sure this just has to do with Matthews. You know, and that's why Maria's so on it. Because she might get fired. But if Matthews gets caught up in this. It's just a matter of speed, you know? If Maria works with Deb here, yeah, that's what I
Morgan
thought.
won't let the call girl's death go.
If Maria works with Deb,
I could have pressed harder, but she'd only be more suspicious.
it's the speed. Get him hemmed up before he can do anything.
We have to stop her.
Don't worry.
The writing is on the wall. Gellar's sending another message.
What's the message?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
Travis is not invested at all.
He wants me to meet him at the church tonight.
Are you okay? Because I'm here if you need a chair.
What?
What you said before. I'm a chair.
That's his interpretation.
Yeah, but I don't want a chair. I want a table.
What are you even saying?
Never mind.
I mean, at least he's trying.
Unscrambled the IPA of Gellar's blogs and tracked it to an address.
Yeah, that's my IP address, but it's unsecured, so I couldn't tell you who all uses this.
Who just knows their IP address like that? I mean, unless you use it a lot, but like, I don't think a lot of people know their IP address.
But I can keep an eye out if you want.
Yeah, we'd appreciate that.
You bet.
Was that Roy's brother from The Office? If that's right, I don't know what to say.
Oh, yeah. Shut it.
Wow, so close. Nice place.
Wow.
So being a geek gets you.
There's a lot of money in it.
Yeah, I guess. Quite the collection.
Sort of gently suggested that I back off.
Yeah. Angel
Scared you.
just pushed her even closer to him.
Does it make me a pussy if I say yes?
It makes you
Kinda, yeah.
honest.
It is honest, but come on, bro. Like, if you really, like, have good intentions with this girl, like, you shouldn't be scared. He's a collector, so he has a little bit of a dark side to him.
Hello, Travis.
Seems like he's ready to go.
I'm kind of surprised you haven't burst into flames.
I don't believe in a God of violence.
Then go read your Bible. Because God promises.
Yeah, the Old Testament.
Repent your sins, Travis. Or you will burn for all eternity.
I have only tried to do what I thought was right. What I thought.
Now! God has given you so many chances.
We're seeing that dark passenger come out of him.
Come to me.
Travis.
We've got a lot riding on this second chance for Travis.
What is Dexter doing?
Maybe I can be better.
Better what?
A better father to my son.
So I guess that's what that scene was earlier. It's a little bit random feeling, but playing into what we're seeing now, I guess.
For Harrison, I have work to do. Where is Gellar?
Maybe they had an altercation or something. That door. There's that statue again. I didn't know who it was. I'm still not too sure. Holding a manuscript of some kind. If you guys know, let me know, but I guess it probably doesn't really matter that much.
He's been dead all along.
What?
Did Travis act alone?
What?
Did Travis kill all those people?
Wait. What? I guess, yeah, it would explain some things, but it would leave some other things kind of like plot holes to me. That's an insane twist. Because I'm pretty sure Dexter spotted Gellar when he was walking there. I guess, yeah, it would explain why Travis was able to, or left from downstairs, went upstairs, and, yeah, I guess it would explain a lot. The art, and it would explain why he was, yeah. Wow, yeah, it all comes together, I guess. The more that I'm thinking about it, the more I guess it is making sense. Looking back at the way that they did things and the way that they shot things. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde type of thing. So I wonder if he's actually seeing Gellar, if he has like that Jekyll and Hyde type of thing where it's like he switches personalities, like a multiple personality disorder. It's interesting. That's going to be so interesting to explore next episode. I will say I'm not a fan of Travis, the character, but for him to be Gellar, I just want to see what that monster looks like, you know, what it looks like when Travis is inhabited by Gellar, his perception of Gellar. Great twist. Great twist. I'm looking forward to seeing what that leads to going forward. An altercation. I mean, this is only episode 9, so we have like 3 episodes left. So it probably won't be the end next time. If Dexter does take out Travis next time around, then what's the rest of the season going to be about? Maybe about Deb? Maybe there's going to be some kind of fallout between them or something like that. I don't know. There's like a lot of different options that are now open to figuring this stuff out. And if Dexter had done what I said he should have done in the closing thoughts last time and in the beginning of this video, none of this would have happened. They would have caught the Doomsday Killer. I guess that's just not the route they wanted to take. But to me, that made the most logical sense. Because yes, Gellar, he is Gellar and Travis, but Travis knew about Dexter. He didn't know his name. If they were 2 separate people, Travis would have had more of a reason not to tell them about Dexter than to tell them about Dexter. But since they are 2 people, it probably would have eventually came out that Dexter had attacked him, right? So that's really the only pitfall of that scenario. But still, they would have had the Doomsday Killer in custody, and honestly, like, who are they going to believe at the end of the day? Who is Deb going to believe? Because that's probably going to make the most difference. Like, is she going to believe that Dexter is a killer of some kind? Or is she going to believe that the Doomsday Killer, the person that's been tormenting Miami, is lying somehow to try to get out of this? Things are getting a little bit spicy. The biggest moment in this episode, of course, is the reveal that Gellar is a figment of Travis's mind. The twist kind of reframes everything that we've seen so far. It's now clear that Travis is both the puppet and the puppeteer. Now when I look back at past episodes, I can see all of the hints, the moments where Gellar seemed to appear, disappear mysteriously, the moment in the restaurant where the waitress was not paying him any mind at all. So many little hints, but the show did an excellent job of hiding the reality until now. What's happening to Travis seems to be reminiscent of schizophrenia or some sort of dissociative identity disorder. Travis's mind fractured into 2 parts, the violent Gellar, representing urges that Travis refuses to accept, and the part that Travis who still believes in a loving, peaceful God. Which leads me to a deeper parallel that kind of came to mind between Travis and Gellar, and the Old Testament versus the New Testament. Gellar, in my mind, kind of symbolizes the Old Testament, the harsh, vengeful God, advocating for more violent punishments and divine wrath. Meanwhile, Travis, at his core, wants to believe in a loving, forgiving God, as he said himself this episode. More in line with a lot of the New Testament's themes of grace and redemption. This switch from an external to an internal struggle really makes Travis a very tragic figure, torn between 2 extremes of belief and unable to reconcile his desire for peace with the violence he commits. The season continues to explore themes of hidden identities and duality, setting up, I think, for a very intense finish. And a little side note to leave you on it, there is also a parallel between the therapist asking Deb if she thinks Dexter was going to kill her, and then Travis, actually, unfortunately, taking his sister's life. Anyway, that's all for this one. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.